face-off team is out on the field. Bringing it out, it's Kelly. Solid coverage there. They get it at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. Down here for this offense. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up second down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
Second down play coming up. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff.
Well, the defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
To the air. It's Holstein. Checks this down to the running back. And they wrap him up, but the gain is good enough for a first down. And the Warhawks closer to the line to run the hurry up.
That's exactly what you want to see here from this offense. A big third down conversion. Offensive line did their job, giving the quarterback enough time. Great read, good execution, throws the ball accurately. Now you got some momentum going here on this opening drive.
Second down after that run on the previous play. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race. Finally brought down, but the gain moves it to the 44. The Warhawks pick up enough yardage to get a first down.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Here's the toss play now, running to the right. Gets some space around the 30. They get him down, but the junior with an excellent run there. And the Warhawks will have first and 10 here. That player moved a little bit too early. It's a false start. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Offense shoots itself in the foot. It's first and 15. Dropping back. It's Holstein. It's a quick grab. Fights off the defender. Tackle finally made. That's a very solid gain, but not close to first down yardage yet.
You see more and more offenses in college football going to three receivers, and the slot receiver a lot of times can become the go-to guy. He gets mismatches against either safeties, a nickelback, or a linebacker walked out, and you can take advantage of it.
The Warhawks looking to cash in the red zone. Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Quick throw to his receiver. The ball is picked off. Not much on the return, but they snuff out the drive with the takeaway.
Well, here it is, opening drive of the game. We're just trying to find that rhythm, run the ball, a couple passes, and this one backfires. Poor decision by the quarterback. That's 100% on him, and this defense now gives their own offense great field position here to get points on the board.
This line getting set up. It's a first down play. And the running back takes the handoff. Tackle behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Well, they don't block the defensive end, who shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
Went backwards on first down, so it's 2nd and long here from the 10. From the shotgun, drops back. And he lofts it deep over the middle. And that deep shot is caught for a big gain. They bring him down, but not before an explosive play through this offense through the air.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. And let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big gain.
So the ball placed right at midfield as the offense starts with a 1st and 10. Inside the 35 now. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain. Pick up a 1st down.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
They'll run it here. This is the running back with the ball.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on 1st down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
They'll run the option. And they finally get him down, but the quarterback keeper there picks up a big chunk and a 1st down.
I love the toughness of this quarterback to be able to pick up some good yards like this, to move the chains, keep this drive alive. His team will feed off of his energy when he makes plays like this.
Now the offense has reached the red zone. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. PAT is good, so it's 7-0. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. He's tackled at the 17, so it would have been better to leave it in the end zone for a touchback. UL Monroe offense back out there now. That costly red zone interception the last time out. Let's see if they can recover from that error. Now they test the middle of the defense, but get nothing. And the Warhawks looking to run some tempo here. It's a toss play to the right. Finds room at the 30. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big game. 1st down play call. How aggressive will it be?
The old toss play, man. This is a play that used to be so popular in college football when teams ran out of the I formation. Nowadays, you can pretty much run the toss out of almost any formation.
Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks more than enough for a 1st down.
Outstanding blocking on the left side of that offensive line. That's really what opened up this play. They did their job, and you can see the results. You burst open and get a big gain on the ground. If I were them, I'd keep going to that side and see how much more success they can have.
The Warhawks getting set on 1st and 10. Offense will keep it on the ground here. Defense stops him, but that's a solid gain.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
They'll toss it to the right side. He's got some room. Can he get there? He'll make it into the end zone. Touchdown, Blowhawks. Kicking team out for the PAT try.
Well, that's an example right there of what vision and patience and ability can do for running back. He was on a mission to get into the end zone, and really, he made it look easy.
Now they get set to kick it away. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. And the defense able to bring him down to wrap up the first quarter of play. So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. Gonna run it. It's Murphy. Nowhere to run up the middle. Offense cranking up the tempo now. No huddle. Second down. We're going to throw it. Quarterback favors complete to the right side.
Chris, the more we watch these spread offenses attack in today's game, it's not just about the vertical shots with the taller receivers on the outside. Defenses are challenged even more by those smaller slot receivers and their quickness in space.
Interesting play call here. 3rd and short inside their own 20. They want to get this drive going, or a punt could give the opponents excellent field position. The pocket breaking down. Looking to set up a screen pass here. Breaking free at the 35. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
And I don't think the defense had any clue that the screen was being called. They're getting upfield, getting pressure on the quarterback, and that ball gets dumped. There's no one left to be able to slow him down from getting a big gain.
First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? And the back now goes in motion. Looking to pass here. Easy throw to a wide-open receiver downfield.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. When he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
PAT puts him in front by 7. Getting set to kick the ball off now. Fielded in the end zone. It's Kelly. And he's brought down at the 16. Would have been better off leaving it in the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the UL Monroe offense back on the field. In that last touchdown drive, they just pounded away with the running game. Let's see if they can do it again. Tackle made after a solid gain. They'll spot the ball at the 34. And the Warhawks come to the line looking to crank up the tempo. On first down, they'll keep their running game churning. Breaks loose at the 45. And he's in the clear down the right side. End zone ahead. No stopping and takes it all the way. Touchdown, UL Monroe.
What a long run for the touchdown. I don't know if this defense was caught sleeping or walking in mud. I can't pick which one. Maybe it's both, because the running back just went right by them so easily for the big gain and a big-time score.
And they're able to tack on the extra point. And with that extra point, we're all tied up now in the second quarter. And he takes this from inside the 5. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. He moves the ball across the 20 to the 22. Second down after that run on the previous play. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. And he'll just lob this pass into the middle of the field. It's picked off. He tried to fire the ball into the tight window. They get him down after a short return, but the takeaway sets up the offense at the 43.
That offensive coordinator is going to have some choice words for his quarterback over the phone on the sideline after that throw. You have to be more careful with the football.
Here comes the Warhawks offense back on the field now. They reached the end zone the last time out, trying to do the same thing here. Getting close to midfield now. They bring him down to the 47. Offense getting set up. Here's second down.
Chris, it's the consistency of this back is giving this defense fits. They've got to come up with some changes up front. This guy's already over 50 yards, and if he keeps running the way he is, not only is he having a great day, but it's going to give this quarterback a chance to hit some big plays downfield off play action.
There's the handoff. Brought down to the 46, good enough for a first down. The Warhawks come to the line to start a fresh set of downs.
Well, Chris, to me, the defense looks like they're dropping back in zone coverage, worried about a pass play here on third down. Instead, the offense elects to run the ball, catches them off guard, and it's good enough for a first down.
The game makes it second and medium. Play action fake, looking to throw. He escapes the sack. Quick completion to the tight end. Gets some space around the 30. Tackle made at the 24-yard line. This offense really threatening now. And the Warhawks hustle to the line to crank up the tempo.
Chris, a great ability by this quarterback to get outside of the pocket and place the football right where it needs to be for the first down.
They make the tackle, but it sets the offense up for a first and goal from the 10. The Warhawks will line up now. It's first and goal. First and goal, they'll try to run it in. And he's finally tackled down at the 2-yard line. A solid gain puts him in good position for second down and goal. The pre-snap motion from the offense. Handoff. Here comes the jet sweep. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Well, this is the risk you take when you run this play. Sometimes it works, sometimes it backfires, and this time it backfires on the offense by going backwards for a tackle for a loss.
Ball spotted at the 5 for this third and goal play. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Warhawks.
I think we're starting to kind of see a theme here, Chris, today. That's his second touchdown. Able to pick up big yards and touchdowns.
Formation would indicate they're going to try the onside kick here. And a timeout is called. Important stage late here in the second quarter. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. He'll take the return and try to get some better field position. And the coverage team pins him in and brings him down. So here we go. First play of the drive, under 2 minutes before halftime. On first and 10, they'll look to throw it. Caught way downfield for a huge gain. Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint.
Chris, how dangerous is this offense? Well, of course, you know about the receivers, those vertical shots, but here's an example. You give the ball to the running back out in space, takes it all the way to the end zone for a touchdown.
And the PAT makes it a 1-point lead. Kickoff teams come on the field now to send this one away. And here's the return from inside the 5. And the returner is brought down. UL Monroe offense back out there now. If they want to cut into this lead before halftime, they have to work quickly now. Back to pass. It's Holstein. Running back grabs it on the screen. Finds room at the 30. Breaks clear. End zone ahead. Out of bounds, but not before a huge gain. Offense gets a fresh set of downs.
Chris, as this play was unfolding, the only thing I wanted to know was he going to get the ball over the defense to the running back. Once the back caught the ball, look out. Big yards ahead.
Nice play to start the drive. They're near midfield here for 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. And they finally stop him, but a decent gain that time. They'll crank up the tempo here with the clock ticking down. 2nd down. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs. 1st down, clock stops for a moment, but no huddle here. They've got to hurry. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. And the receiver snags it. It's complete. And the defense swarms. Not much of a gain on that completion. And the Warhawks come to the line in the hurry-up. He's across the 25. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a 1st down. The Warhawks will line up on 1st and 10. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Well, that's one of those plays that works better against certain defensive looks, but not every defense is the same. They were all over that one. Let's see if they continue to attack to the outside on the perimeter to set something up downfield.
A pop pass on the jet sweep. Got space, looking to score. Touchdown, UL Monroe. This offense really clicking. They were backed up to start the drive, but some bold play calling, great execution, and they reached the end zone.
You know, it's easy to just kind of pull your horns in and get conservative when you're pushed way back close to your own goal line, but not this offense. They came out, showed the confidence that they have in their quarterback, and it paid off. Nice touchdown.
The extra point makes the lead 6. So after the touchdown, here's the kickoff, and we'll see if the opposing offense has time to answer before halftime. They'll return it from inside the 5. And they've got the returner corralled. So about 30 seconds to go in the 1st half. They'll come up on 1st and 10. Looking out throwing here to start the drive. Here's a shot toward the right sideline. It's intercepted. Tried to fire it into a tight window.
Boy, Chris, he hesitated just enough to give the defense a chance to get in position and come up with a big turnover.
Here comes the UL Monroe offense back on the field. Time running out here in the 1st half. Wouldn't expect them to be too aggressive in this position. And he's out of bounds after gaining decent yardage. And the Warhawks will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense. He'll hand it off. Breaking free at the 35. Brought down at the 3. That was a solid run. Offense stops the clock with their 2nd timeout to talk strategy.
Well, you could just feel the home crowd standing on their feet when this running back had a chance to start to accelerate downfield. They know exactly what this guy is capable of doing and that he can flat out go. He took off on that one.
Keep it on the ground, trying to power in for the touchdown. Fights his way in for the score. Touchdown, Wolfhawks.
Chris, you think this guy, when he went to bed last night at the team hotel, thought he would score not one, not two, but 3 rushing touchdowns in one game? What a day.
PAT puts him up 13 now. So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. Bringing it out, it's Murphy. Tackle at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. First down, looking to throw the ball. And he's going to float this one to the right side. And the pass is dropped. Would have been a big gain, but he couldn't hold on. This will likely be the last play of the half. Defense not pressing this time. Looking to pass here on second down. They pressure him and get him. Couldn't get a throw away, and that'll be the final play of the first half. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. I believe they're going to line up here and go for the onside kick. And that attempt just bounces out of bounds, and that'll be, of course, a penalty. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. Ball handed off. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Offense operating at high tempo now. No huddle.
Well, they keep trying to run the football, and they keep getting dominated at the line of scrimmage. That has been a theme throughout this entire game. We've talked about it earlier in the game. It's not changing at all. They've become one-dimensional, and I think it's allowed this defense to really lock in on that quarterback.
Off play action. He's looking to throw. He's moving out of the pocket. Nothing open downfield, so we'll just throw it away.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this third down and long, but when you're so far behind the chains, you really allow this defense to dictate things, and it allows them to put pressure.
Here on fourth down. Catch made on the right side. And he's not going to get there. The defense rises up and makes a huge fourth down stop.
Chris, I like the call here going for it on fourth down, but the receiver has got to do a better job in knowing exactly where that first down marker is and run that route a yard or two beyond the sticks to be able to give yourself a chance to pick up the first down. Instead, defense comes up with a stop, and they get the ball back.
Using his legs, it's Kelly. And the defense smothers him for no gain.
Well, that's an excellent effort here by this defense, staying in their run fits, holding their own at the line and making the tackle. The offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get anything going there.
The sophomore with a strong tackle there.
Well, I thought he might shake free there. He's able to break one tackle, but give credit to the secondary. Good job of coming up and run support.
What will the call be on third and long now from the 44? That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Breaks loose now into the open field. He'll head out of bounds after another big game. They have chewed up this defense with the ground game today.
How impressive have these guys been up front today? Big third down. Know what you need to do. Get the first down. Continue to hold on to that lead. Continue to work clock and get that much closer to securing a victory.
They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Not much on that play. Brought down short.
Boy, I'm a big fan of that jet sweep motion like that. It really forces the defense to stretch them out horizontally and can create some vertical seams for this offense. They got some positive yards, didn't quite get the first down, but I'll tell you what they've done. Planted a seed on this defense that they better defend this style of play moving forward.
Dropping back, it's Holstein. Makes a quick catch. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
Well, this quarterback is unflappable. Here they are working with the lead in the second half. Get to a third down. You got to throw the football. This is where you trust the quarterback to make a good decision, an accurate throw. He does it. You convert.
They score here. Forced out of bounds just short of the end zone. The Warhawks will come to the line to crank up the tempo. On the ground, trying to punch it in for the score. Fights his way into the end zone. Touchdown, UL Monroe.
Man, that's another touchdown for this guy. This defense better adjust and get eyes into that backfield, or he may go for a third or a fourth later today.
They give it to him again, but this time he's stopped short. They come up empty on the two-point try. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. Fielded in the end zone. It's Murphy. Steps out at the 16. Would have been a lot better off just taking a knee in the end zone. For the first play of the drive, they'll set up at the 16. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Runs through the defender.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here, and he's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle at the line of scrimmage.
Same tailback, another carry. Brought down to the 28, and it's good enough for a first down. No huddle here for the offense. Looking to throw it on first down. And he floats this pass deep down the right side. And this is dropped. Would have been a huge gain, but he could not collect it.
Oh, my gosh. They go for the big play, and a drop. Boy, that hurts, and it hurts their momentum and a chance at a big play.
Here's the second down play. The DB is backing off from the line now. They look to throw it here on second down. Dumps it down to the back. Caught. They tackle him. Looks like it's going to be just short of the mark, inches away. Urgency now for the offense that hates to come up empty on this drive, down multiple scores. In the third and short, they'll try to throw for it. That one falls incomplete. They tried to press it deep, but now it brings up fourth down. Offense going to roll the dice and go for it inside their own 40. Fourth down, looking to throw for it. And he's brought down. A sack will end this drive. Huge play here by the defense.
Chris, I totally understand why they would go for this here at this point in the game. You're down by 3 scores. We're in the second half. They felt the pressure with the possession that they had, the field position that they had. They needed to make something happen. Unfortunately, not able to come through.
And the Warhawks hustle to the line to run the hurry up. They're going to run it here. And he's brought down, but he does have enough for the first down.
I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half. And he's already at it again.
It's good for a 3-yard gain, so 2nd and 7. The offense going with the hurry up. halfback's got it. Touchdown, Warhawks. To stretch the lead, the route is on.
Wait, Chris, 1, 2, 3. This is his 4th rushing touchdown in this game alone. This guy has a chance to not only be player of the game, maybe player of the week in the whole sport.
And he knocks the PAT right down the middle. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. Bringing it out, it's Murphy. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. First down here for this offense. They'll try the option play here. Pitch to the back. He's past the 30. He's found some room at the 45. And a huge gain before he's forced out of bounds. Big yardage to set up a fresh set of downs.
How about setting the edge there on the right side of that offensive line? I wouldn't be surprised if they keep going back to the well, pounding it behind that right guard and right tackle and tight end, seeing what additional damage they can do.
And looking to throw now on first down. Looks downfield and finds a receiver who worked his way wide open. An explosive play. They finally get him down, but the offense very near to the red zone.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
Fires it to the wideout. Finds a man downfield. That's a big gain to the right. Forced out of bounds, but a nice gain there, and the offense will have a first and goal.
After that completion, Chris, on this corner route, see if the offensive coordinator comes out later in the same look, but this time sends the receiver fake to the outside to the corner and back to the inside on a post. Good catch the defense off guard.
Crucial play here to begin the quarter as the offense sets up first and goal. Handoff here from the shotgun. Decision to go for a two-point conversion. Send the back in motion. A pop pass on the jet sweep. And he runs it in for the two-point conversion, but there's a flag down. We'll have to sort that out. The offense will obviously decline that penalty and take the result of the play. Looks like they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. And looks like the hands team are able to recover the football. The offense gets a chance to start with a short field. The offense will take their first time out of the half to talk strategy here.
Timeout, ULM.
Watch the call here. The drive begins with excellent field position. Back in motion now. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. And he's brought down, but they went backwards after the completion. Good work by the defense.
Chris, I always talk about this. You can always gauge a team's toughness as a group by how willing they are to tackle with their corners. Here, the corner shows you he's not just out there to cover, does a good job of being physical and making that play.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. Now they'll run it on the toss. In the clear at the 25. Touchdown, UL Monroe. And the beatdown continues. Game-breaking speed for the running back to reach the end zone. That is just priceless for an offense.
Chris, that back was able to find that crease in the defense. Let's give credit to the big fellas up front for creating that crease. They all played a key role in that score.
Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. He's going to return it from near the goal line. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. Offense back out there trying to get something going. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. With the catch, it's Murphy.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
Second down.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Grab near the sticks. It's Murphy. They've got him, but that completion good enough for first down yardage. A new set of downs after that completion.
Boy, it's so easy to get caught up on the receivers and the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. You forget about the running back. Nice catch and a first down for this offense.
And they get him down after the completion. Now it's second down here.
I love what the defense is doing here. Sitting back, giving up some plays underneath, tackling these guys inbounds, and just keep that clock low.
And the sack is made. That's a nice play there by the sophomore. The offense will try to convert a 3rd and long from the 27. We'll see if the defense brings the blitz. And he drops back in the gun. Grab down the middle. It's Murphy. The defense stops him short of the marker, so it's 4th down coming up.
I really like what this defensive coordinator is doing right now. He's got a nice lead. Just sit back. The most important thing is tackling this offense inbounds, so that clock will keep ticking.
4th down. He's throwing for it. Tries to get it to the running back. The pass is incomplete. The defense holds on 4th down, and they'll take over.
What a great job by this defense, really all game long. It's very fitting. Here we are now in the 4th quarter on a 4th down play. They step up yet again. Now you get the ball to your own offense, you work that clock, and you seal victory.
Back to throw. It's Holstein. And the quarterback finds the tight end for the completion. A big hit by the linebacker. Physical tackle there, big versus big. Second down after that completion. And they'll work the clock here by keeping it on the ground. He stopped just short of that first down marker, inches away from it. The Warhawks looking to crank up the tempo a bit. They'll try to pick up the 3rd down yardage on the ground. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain. Offense in hurry-up mode. They'll try the left side with a toss. It's a 1-yard gain. 2nd and 9 coming up.
The offense that time just trying to get the ball out on the perimeter, trying to find some space to be able to get their speed into. Pretty good job by the defense of slowing them down.
He'll hand it off. He shreds the tackle. Brought down at the 3 after an excellent running play. And the Warhawks hoping to punch it in here. They have 1st and goal. And they're trying to punch it in here. Couldn't quite get in, but they're knocking on the door at the 1. 2nd down and goal upcoming. On the ground, trying to power toward the goal line. Touchdown, Warhawks. And this one is getting ugly.
That's another touchdown for these guys. Man, they have had a day that you dream about, whether it's the quarterback, the running back, the receivers, the offensive line. The entire unit has been dominant.
Extra point knocked right down the middle. I believe they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. And the receiving team makes the recovery. The hands team does its job perfectly.
Hey, it's the 4th quarter here. They're trying to get that football back. I don't blame them. Unfortunately, they couldn't come up with it.
And out comes the offense set to take over here. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. Here's a shot toward the right sideline. Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball.
Well, they don't connect here, but this is what you have to do. It's late in the game. You need points. You're behind. You got to take some shots. I'd go right back to it, try to find a matchup, and go to one of your receivers that can make a play for you.
And it's incomplete. He just missed his target, overthrowing it.
You know, I like the quarterback's patience here, and instead of trying to force the issue and squeeze the ball into coverage, he just decides to just basically throw it away and live for the next down.
Third down here. Time for perhaps one more play before the 2-minute warning. It's a deep throw down the right sideline. Wow, a third pick tonight by the QB. Not much room in that return. Tackled at the 16, but an important takeaway for this defense. Here comes the Warhawks offense back on the field now. This has been a tremendous performance by this team. Now just the finishing touches. Run out the clock and let the party begin. Brought down at the 28, and that's good enough for a first down. The Warhawks looking to crank up the tempo a bit. Toss it to the back, running left. Solid gain, moves the ball to the 37.
That's the mark of a well-coached team. These guys don't even pay attention to the score. They're just out there executing and churning up yards. Good, solid run there. As this clock continues to wind down, this offense has had a great day.
They flip it to him on the jet sweep. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time. And the Warhawks lining up here on 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Holstein. That pass is caught. They get him down, but not before he gets to the plus 38.
Chris, how about the offensive balance these last couple plays we're seeing from these guys? Not only are they balanced, but the explosiveness. A big run followed up by a big play through the air, man, puts a lot of pressure on this defense.
The gain is 3. Now it's 2nd down and 7. And the offense calls timeout with 17 seconds left.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. Here's a shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, UL Monroe.